The world of work is changing. More and more companies are opting for fewer full-time hires in favor of a more nimble, independent workforce. The sprawling full-time staff may become a relic of the past. In fact, it is estimated that as many as 54 million Americans are engaged in freelance work, making up nearly 1/3 of the nation's workforce. The average employer-employee relationship now lasts only 4 years, and the cost of identifying, vetting, and onboarding new employees is increasing. Several online marketplaces have emerged to meet this market need, but rely on impersonal algorithms to match independent workers with opportunities. Often their workforce is overseas and composed of consultants they've never met in person. In 2009, Canopy Advisory Group forecasted the need for a more curated group of consultants. A hand-picked, well-vetted selection of consultants who are emerging as leaders in their respective fields, and was first to market with this offering for businesses and advisors.
Canopy represents the way of the future. On-demand talent is the most cost-effective, exceptional way to grow your organization that allows you to grow with the times, with growing workforce, with growing businesses coming in. And so I believe that this business model is here to stay. And I think Canopy is ahead of a lot of organizations. And I know from my perspective, the Impact Finance Center will continue to work with Canopy as we grow our workforce in the future.
Canopy's consultants support organizations across marketing, finance, strategy, and law. With more than 40 active professionals in Denver and an expanded footprint in Seattle, Canopy's team has worked on hundreds of projects and augmented teams across industries. Canopy's consultants have attended some of the country's most prestigious schools, have been trained at the nation's top firms, and have at least 10 years of professional experience.
Prior to working at Canopy, I spent a decade and a half working at large agencies, which is a lot of fun, but it can become very demanding. Demanding to the point that I wasn't able to get home and put our kids to bed at night. That's one thing that Canopy allows me to do, is to remain involved in helping these brands and still be able to see our kids, help put them to bed at night.
Canopy was born out of a need for its founders to find more balance between their professional and personal lives.
When we left our corporate careers, we were really happy to be off of that crazy treadmill that we had been on, but we loved working. We wanted to continue doing what we were doing. We just wanted to do it on a project basis. And at the time, there was really no structure around doing that. And we wanted to create an opportunity for consultants to continue doing what they love, but to do it as a part of a broader community.
And now it brings us a ton of joy to help our clients' businesses grow and thrive, and to help to make this third way, somewhere in between leaning in and opting out, a viable reality for our consultants.
Now, with more than 7 years of success, Canopy's consultants are active in organizations around our community, and the company was featured across national news outlets as a leader in the growing trend around independent consulting.
I really love being a part of the Canopy community because it's a like-minded group of incredible professionals who provide really amazing service to their clients. And I know that if there's ever a need I can't fill for a client, that there are other Canopy advisors who would do a phenomenal job. And I'm really grateful to be a part of this community.
When I started my job at the Museum of Contemporary Art 2 years ago, it was the time of the perfect storm at the Museum of Contemporary Art, because the full-time grants person was going on maternity leave, the membership manager quit just about 3 days after I started. I was alone in the office pretty much, with a lot to do, $2 million to raise in 6 months. So I called Canopy, and they sent over 2 consultants who were absolutely awesome. They saved my life. They didn't stop me from pulling my hair out, as you can see, but they saved every other aspect of what was going on in the office at the time.
The world of work is certainly changing. And, as part of this evolving landscape, we are always looking for talented professionals and projects to connect them with. The first 7 years have been quite a journey. Where will the next 7 take us? Climb on board with Canopy and elevate your expectations of the on-demand workforce. Please connect with us on Twitter, LinkedIn, our blog, or at info@canopyadvisory.com.